Silence of the ages on the bay at dawn, when the outlines are still smudged and indistinct, and it could be any year. The sun inching above East Bay hills, awakening the dark waters with little golden flutters, and the ferry-building siren bringing the city to life with a wail that is echoed by the scream of a seagull, the snort of a donkey engine, the finger across blackboard screeching of the Beltline Railroad, which always sounds in need of oil. Clink-clank of a birdcage signal harmonizing with the bong of a cable car gong, and the lolling of Bernstein's Fish Grotto bell to produce the sad, sweet street music of Powell. Damp darkness of Steinhardt Aquarium, streaked with the shrieks of children staring bug-eyed at the fishy-eyed. Hush of the Japanese tea garden, broken only by the rustle of a kimono, clink of a teacup, soundless splash of a blossom fluttering down into a bewitched lake, making tiny rings that seem to tinkle away. Girl and boy on bicycles disappearing around a bend, slowly gone into leafiness. And the picnicking people making splashes of color across the velvet meadows that somehow seem more French than anything else. You look up, expecting to see the Eiffel Tower. Dusk in North Beach. The boys at play under the playground lights, every gesture classic and ritualistic. The American ballet of the streets, with nobody and everybody the star. Windows open in old wooden buildings, letting out a smell of cooking mixed with the staleness of too many years of too little of everything except children. Alleys of Telegraph Hill, murmur of many voices in secret gardens behind stone walls. Sports cars parked on the sidewalks like scooters, abandoned by kids who found something else to play with. A car twisting crazily down the Lombard curlicue, a big black bug among the swirly queues of pink and white hydrangeas that carpet the hill. German Gothic ugliness of St. Mary's Cathedral, rising heavily above red and white Victorian hideosity at Geary and Van Ness. At sunset, the Legion of Honor Museum, a white and legendary palace on its eminence above the gate. The great statue of El Cid outlined blackly against the Marin Hills, his lance raised forever against the forces of darkness that soon blot him out anyhow. The lame, the blind, the halt of Market Street, tottering along the wide sidewalk past the cheap movie houses whose naked, fly-specked beauties no longer interest them. Stale saloons whose bartenders look hard and act soft. Gay old girls who still have a glint in their eye as they peer at you through a beer foamily. The cops yawning past in a blue-jacketed haze. The pawn shops overflowing with the death of somebody's dream. And overall, the smell of something, perhaps everything, frying away. Masts of the Balclutha rising above the Embarcadero with the majesty that no steamer could ever achieve. Harbor cruise boats scurrying past the outstretched piers, incredibly fast as wind-up toys on a hardwood floor. Sailboats squeezing slowly out of the yacht harbor and unfurling their wings in white bursts of joy. Anointed bodies turning brown at Aquatic Park, and more bodies arriving all the time, carrying their gear in zipper bags, eagerly shedding the pale badge of the city as though it were a blight. And far in the background, reality, rumbling about its business, snorting miserably across the hills, bustling in fits and starts through the valleys, clickety-clacking in skyscraper offices where the sun is only something that Venetian blinds were invented to shut out. Busy, the summer pace of Baghdad by the Bay, the tourists ankle-deep in pigeons, their eyes pressed forevermore against cameras shooting postcard pictures. Towering, the apartment houses of Russian Hill, pressed together in razorback array. Bewildering, the row on row of identical little houses in the sunset, each with its own car in the driveway. Quiet. The streets of Pacific Heights. Dazzling. The city, basking under the warm summer sun, twisting and turning lazily to view its many sides with pleasure.